Hi, everyone, and welcome back to our Straight to the Point webinar. My name is Dallin Garrison, and I'm our Kansas City Admissions Counselor. I'm really fortunate. I have a couple guests joining me tonight for our webinar, so I'm going to go ahead and bring them on the screen. I have Kayla with me. She's going to be our Director of Residential Life, and I also have Blythe, who you met just a couple episodes ago, and she's our Senior Director of the Center for Student Involvement. In tonight's episode, we're going to recap on a few things we talked about previously, discuss move-in for your students, which is just around the corner, talk about orientation, welcome week, and all the excitement of Friday nights here on campus. So to go ahead and kick off our webinar, I'm going to bring Kayla back up on the screen, and she's going to tell you all about move-in.
All right, good evening, everyone. We are very excited for move-in to occur for this coming year. So we have new students moving in on Wednesday, August 16th and Thursday, August 17th. And then our returning students will be joining us on Saturday, August 19th and Sunday, August 20th. So all of this will be happening over during next week. So a couple things with that. Check your student email. If you haven't already, please go in and sign up for your arrival time. If there is not an arrival time that works for you and your schedule, just reach out to our office via phone or email and we'll get you scheduled in. So no problem with that. You will be able to buy your parking pass now. You can go into your Hornet 365 and sign up for your parking pass. And then when you arrive to campus, you can pick that up by going to the parking office, which is down by Police and Safety in the stadium area. So that's something that you can get ready and prepared for when you arrive. When you arrive to campus, a couple tips to keep in mind. Definitely ask questions. So if you have a question before you arrive on what to bring, or you're nervous about what to do when you get here, just ask and we can give you the details you need so that you feel prepared, and it's a really smooth process. You will need to have a Hornet card. So many students submitted their photo, and we will have your Hornet card when you come to pick up your key. You may have already gotten your Hornet card if you came for e-experience or you picked it up earlier this summer. But if you haven't gotten your Hornet card already and you haven't uploaded your photo, then we won't be able to have a Hornet card for you when you arrive. But it's not too late. So you can still upload your photo, and then we'll have that Hornet card ready for you. And then if for whatever reason you aren't able to do it before you arrive, we can do that when you get to campus at the ID Center in the Memorial Union. A couple things to think about. When you are packing, label your boxes with your building and your room number or your tubs or your items that you're bringing. So that way, if something gets lost in the shuffle during move-in or your moving cart gets mixed up with somebody else's, we will be able to get those items for you. It doesn't happen very frequently, but we don't want there to be any mix-up in rooms. And then when you arrive to your building, feel free to get your room set up however you want, and really make it unique to you. And then reach out to our staff if you have any questions when you get here, if you aren't sure how the AC works or how the door locks work, or if there's any concern you have, let us know so we can resolve that or get you the answers that you need. And then when you arrive that first week, there's going to be a variety of things to do. I feel like the schedule is really nice because you'll have time to get your room set up and get settled, but then there's also time and opportunities to interact with people who live on your floor or within your community. There will be a variety of floor meetings that your RA plans. Residents will go to meals together if they would like to. And then different orientation events that Blythe is going to talk about here in a bit. So there's a lot of opportunity to start meeting people and getting settled so that you feel ready to go when classes start. So I would definitely encourage you to take advantage of those opportunities. One of the things that we will host on Friday night of next week, so August 18th, is our Hornet Games for new students. And that's where students will be on teams with their floor, and they'll compete against other floors through different activities. And so it's a really fun tradition that we have. We're really looking forward to some new games this year and opportunities for residents to interact and get to know each other better. Our contact information is 620-341-5264 or reslife@emporia.edu. So definitely let us know if you need anything as you're preparing or you have questions on what to bring. And we'll get back to you as soon as possible. And then you can also check our Hornet site, our Hornet move-in site, and that has a lot of details, such as like mailing addresses if you need to have anything shipped to campus. If you're ordering items for your room, you can have them shipped to our mailing address. Just put your room number and your building on there, and then we'll get that to you when it gets here. So I think those are the main things. We're really excited, and we'll see you soon.
All right, thank you, Kayla, for speaking on move-in. As she mentioned, you can reach out to anyone in residential life if you or your student have questions, and they're there to help. So next, I'm going to bring on Blythe. As Kayla mentioned, there are going to be so many fun activities going on campus for your students, and we want them to be aware of all of them, and we want them to get involved. So Blythe is going to talk about Friday nights, orientation, and welcome week. So I'll go ahead and let you take over, Blythe.
Awesome. Thank you, Dylan, very much. I am really, really excited about the programs that we have planned. We kick it off as soon as the students move in. So on Thursday night, we will be hosted by e-team leaders, and they are some of the ones who helped host the students when they came to e-experience during the summer. So the e-team leaders will lead the brand new students in something that's called Playfair. And we have a company come in on Thursday night that leads all the students through some really, really big icebreakers. They get to know each other. And I don't know if there's a better way to kick off the time that the students, really start putting the roots down at Emporia State University and making friends. So it's really a good kickoff. And that would be Thursday, August 17th at 8:00 in the evening. So they might be tired from moving in, but we are ready to get started on orientation. On Friday, we have a program called Mini Majors, and it's in the morning. That program is hosted by Enrollment Management and Student Success, and we invite the students to come eat some breakfast, and then they are taken to their particular department of their major. And we even have a place for undecided students to go if they haven't decided their major yet. But it is a perfect opportunity for the students to meet the faculty members who are in their department and also some of their peers that they will have classes with. So that is on Friday morning at 9:30. And we're really excited about it. Some of the faculty members, they really put on a really good program. Really get some hands-on activities and games for the students to participate in. So we are very, very thankful for their time, and I'm excited that they get to meet the students they will be teaching in their major. After mini majors, it keeps on going. They have an opportunity to have class tours by fraternity and sorority life members. They take them around campus to find their classes. And then they can chill with fraternity and sorority life, eat some popsicles, and just talk about, how to start this school year off right, eat some lunch. And then we will be hearing from a speaker in the afternoon, just talking about relationships and the importance of being able to be open and communicating well with each other while they're in college. That's at 2 p.m. Dr. Lori Bednarchik. I think she's going to be really, really a good program. And then we have open offices. So if you know that your student has something that needs to be done, maybe at registration or financial aid, the offices will be open and they can go visit the office from 3:30 to 5 on Friday. Open offices. Then Friday night, Kayla mentioned the Hornet games. Lots of fun. Going to do a lot of field day type activities with RAs and each other. A lot of fun. And then we are trying something new this year. We are going to throw in a program at 9 p.m. on Friday that is called Free Money Game Show. And we bring in a company who will do a lot of trivia that I think the students will have a lot of fun. You can buzz in with your phone and type in your answers, and pretty much everyone in the audience can participate and be able to win up to $500 cash. So this company we've used them quite a few other times, but we've never been able to bring them during orientation. So I think the students will have a lot of fun with this program. That's Friday night. On Saturday, we let them sleep in just a little bit. They can eat some breakfast, and then they have the chance to go to the Diversity Involvement Fair, where they can visit with some of the students who are in our diverse organizations hosted by Diversity Student Programs. Then we have some lunch, and then we have a program that's called Building Resiliency, and that is hosted by our Counseling and Student Wellness Center. So they will be able to meet the counselors in our counseling center, as well as some of our health professionals in student wellness. They will be making Thrive kits, and also will be able to make their own moss terrarium. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that is just all the way through Saturday afternoon. Then another program that afternoon that we are introducing, the Student Advising Center will be hosting a program where new students can meet PALs, which they are peer academic leaders. These students are specifically here to help your student be successful at Emporia State. So on Saturday afternoon, there's an opportunity to have some root beer floats, sit down with a PAL and talk about, what the school year will bring and what can you do with your PAL throughout the semester. So definitely some great connections there. Then on Saturday night, a very, very popular program that we have is called Get Wrecked, which is at our Student Recreation Center. It's a pretty fun title. The Student Recreation Center puts on a good show. They do, some sample demos of some of the classes that they have, tours. They have brand new equipment at the Student Recreation Center. That's an opportunity for students to really, see what the Student Recreation Center offers for them during the year. So that starts at 9:00, and free pizza, many prizes. And we also have something that's called Silent Disco. And if you haven't seen it before, it's a lot of fun. The students wear headphones on their ears, and 3 different sets of headphones play 3 different songs, and it's really kind of fun. They really, really, really love it. On Sunday, there's some floor meetings and then brunch, and a little bit more time for them to be able to, chill and get their room ready and get their mind set to go to class on Monday. So that is just orientation alone. So our welcome week kicks off on Monday, the very next day, first day of classes. And there are a ton of activities during the week, from a block party that the Emporia Main Street puts on Monday night, where students can visit with all of the different businesses that have booths. There are so many businesses, prizes, food. And then ESU football is putting on Monday Night Football, and they have a scrimmage, prizes, food that night. On Tuesday, Union Activities Council will be hosting Party on the Lawn. And that is an opportunity for the students to be able to tie-dye their very own Party on the Lawn shirt and hear from a very popular group called the Boy Band Project. Lots of really good tunes, and I think the students will really, really love it. We've had them to campus a few times. So that's on Tuesday. Wednesday's free bowling. Thursday's a movie night. We're showing Guardians of the Galaxy. Then excuse me, on Friday, it is our very first Friday night. And Friday nights, we've offered it for 3 years now. Students are able to stick around on a Friday, and we have fun. This very first Friday night starts at 7:00 in front of Plum Hall, where we will hear from coaches and teams about the upcoming school year. Lots of prizes, free t-shirts, entertainment. Later in the evening, we will have line dancing, lots of fun. So that is our very first Friday night. Excuse me. And then 3 more Friday nights. We have a big announcement about the second Friday night next week, or the third Friday night, I'm sorry. The second Friday night is the Emporia Art Walk. We are working with them on helping encourage students to get downtown to look at the really amazing art on Friday night. Then the 3rd, September 8th, we will be making a big announcement about who is coming to campus next week. And the last Friday night is sponsored by the Student Recreation Center, and it's a big beach party. So lots and lots going on all the way through September 15th. So we are excited to have fun. We are excited to get to know each other. So many students, so many recognized student organizations are excited to get your student involved. We do have a huge activities fair at the beginning of the school year where students can stop by any of our student organization booths and get to know the students there, maybe when they meet, find out, what they're interested in. So lots and lots of activities. Excited.
All right. Thank you, Blythe. As she mentioned, there are so many things going on campus, and we are so excited to have your students here. With that, I'm just going to do some closing thoughts. It's crazy. I can't believe that summer is coming to an end and move-in is right around the corner with all these fun events. With that, I just want to remind you that if your student is still on the fence and they weren't sure if they wanted to apply and they weren't sure if ESU was the place or not, there is still time to apply. Your student can apply, we can get them admitted, and we can get them enrolled before classes begin. The first day of classes are August 21st, which is just around the corner. And so I do want to remind you with that, your student's tuition must be paid or they must have a payment plan set up by August 25th. So I recommend doing that just so they're not at risk for being dropped from any of their classes or having to pay any late fees. And with that, I will mention that this is our last Straight to the Point webinar for our 2023 parents and guardians. I can't believe we're here, we're to the end, but with your students coming to campus in the fall, we're going to transition you to our parent newsletter. So don't worry, you're still going to hear from us. You're going to get an email from Kate Kryman. She sends out the parent newsletter. It's going to update you with what's going on campus, how you can stay involved with your student. And we have a lot of great information on our website as well. I have attached the link. It's also on our landing page, so feel free to check that out. Keep up with your student and what they're doing. And so with that, I just want to say thank you so much to all of the parents and guardians and students who have joined in and kept up with us throughout the year. It's been a fun ride, and we're so excited to have your students on campus. And I just want to thank Kayla again and Blythe again for joining me tonight to talk about all those fun events. Again, if you have questions about move-in, please reach out to Residential Life, reach out to Kayla. If you have any questions about orientation, all the fun events like Welcome Week, don't hesitate to reach out to Blythe. And again, check out our landing page for all of this information. And we are so excited to see your students here soon. Please reach out if you have questions, and I hope you all have a great rest of your summer.